We came so far from dreams. The path was hard for me. They thought we fall, you see. Well, look at us now, look at us now. We make it hot when we on the scene, yeah, that's 1,000 degrees. I got a grind for me and my team, yeah, you know we gon' eat. You see the crowds when we come around, you know that I roll with some kings. We sit it down, I don't hear a sound, but I ask you who better than we. Tell me who better than we. We soaring to places you never could reach. When we walk in that spot, don't hear none of you speak. Shh, do you want peace or the peace? A king about to put you to sleep. Listen, my team is elite. You not even qualified to compete. He starving, he barely can eat. I guess that's why he always itching for beef. So I put him on ice and I told him to chill. Close your mouth if you can't pay for the meal. Making statements that you know you don't mean. Nice guy trying to act like he mean. Keep it a buck, keep it a bean. Attitudes will put you dudes in the beam. Izuku, he don't live in reality. Shake back off, become a fatality. Yeah, how you gon' hate when you mirror us? He think he a star, he ain't serious. X him out, we not on the same frequency. If you broke, you ain't hearing us. Work the screw, anime, that's how I feel, period. We winning, that's making them furious. We make it high when we on the scene, yeah, that's 1,000 degrees. I got a grind for me and my team, yeah, you know we gon' eat. You see the crowds when we come around, you know that I roll with some kings. We sit it down, I don't hear a sound, but I ask you who better than we.
Hey guys, Leon Mookie here, and I'm back with another part of What If Izuku Had Ragna's Powers. This is part 21. In the last parts, well, before I do the recap, actually, I want to talk about Jin's power of order. I originally did it like how the BlazBlue games had it, that it's a power to rewrite reality to the point with certain things that are not supposed to exist in the world. But I realized that's pretty overpowered and pretty crazy, so I'm going to retcon the ability. Instead, it's now the power to amplify Jin's strength, speed, and durability depending on how powerful his opponents are in battle. So yeah, hope you guys can understand that. I mean, it kind of hurts me being a BlazBlue fan, changing such a one of the most powerful abilities in the series. But it has to be done for it to make sense in the world of My Hero Academia. So yeah, at any rate, let's get into this with the recap being Izuku waking up in the hospital, telling everybody about the power of order, Jin and Jin's murderous rampage against him, being a second personality that Jin created to control the power of order, but also that second personality that wants to kill Izuku. Soon, both Izuku and Jiro actually going on a proper date, and soon becoming that of a couple. So with that said, let's get into this. As Izuku had the, go ahead to go back home, Jin was still, stayed at the hospital to make sure that the power of order was under his control now. As he went through tons of tests, as he begins thinking, now I really do understand what Saya now goes through every day. As for Izuku, he's preparing to go back to school. And soon after, as he walking to the train station, he soon runs into Bakugo, saying, "Yo, Gachan!" As Bakugo saying, "Deku, you sure you're good to be walking around like this?" Saying, "I'm fine, Gachan, I'm fine. I'm surprised you're actually worried about me." Saying, "Shut the hell up, bastard. I was worried that I wouldn't be able to get the rematch of kicking your ass. And next, but first, I'm going to have to kick the ass of your brother so I can revert that damn loss." As Izuku's saying, yeah, I figured as much, Kachan. As saying, "Oh, right, here, I made you this." As he gives him that of a lunchbox, saying, "Seriously? Hey, I do it to relieve some of my anger. So be grateful. And plus I made way too much because I forgot that Jin isn't at home." As he's saying, "You're like a mother, if anything. Shut up, or I'm going to kick your ass." Soon after arriving at the train station, Izuku noticed that Jiro is there. As she's saying, "Izuku," with Izuku saying, "Hey, Kyoka," as she runs up to Izuku and hugs him with Bakyo saying, am I missing something here? Or saying, oh, yeah, about that. As begins explaining that him and Kyoka are now dating, as Bakugo saying, you've got to be shitting me. Seriously? You? You of all people? As Kyoka soon says, what's the matter, Bakugo? Jealous or something? Saying it with a smug smile, as saying, why the hell would I be jealous of this white-haired hero nerd bastard? As Izuku saying, oh, it's okay, Kachan. You can be a little jealous. As Bakugo saying, I am not jealous, you asshole! As everyone begins staring at them, with soon Bakugo saying, looks like you're the one. Look, see, you're creating a scene, dumbass. Saying, I just wanted to see your face. As their train finally arrives, they soon arrived at UA. Soon it begins raining, with Ida saying, come on, you three, we gotta get going before class starts. As Izuku saying, Ida, as he soon remembers why Ida was at the hospital alongside everybody about Ingenium. As they soon arrived, Izuku wanted to say, hey, Ida, about your brother, are you, as saying, you're worried about me, Midoriya. I understand. It's fair to think that. I'm actually still pretty surprised that you're worried about me. Hey, okay, I get that a lot due to my quirk and anger issues, but still, can't help but worry about my friends, damn it. As Ida was surprised about hearing this from Izuku, as soon they all arrive at Class 1A, as they begin explaining on how people basically can talk to them during the sports festival, as some people basically wanted their autographs, but however, Sero still had the same good try after his battle with Naoto after all, with Tsuyu basically saying it, and him feeling a bit actually aggravated. With Izuku couldn't help but laugh a little bit, alongside Kyoka. After that, Tsuyu soon asks Izuku on how Jin is doing, as he's saying he's fine. He's doing a little bit of tests. He should be here by early noon to finishing up his test after all. As soon some people who weren't at the hospital wanted to ask, like, well, Kirishima being so about your brother, about him actually saying wanting to kill you and saying you killing him. Is there something you're not telling us, Midoriya? As Izuku saying, shit, I knew something with this was gonna come up. As soon he's saying, look, it's complicated, and explaining it is just going to cause a lot more problems. And personally, knowing the teachers, they don't want any more problems as there is, given that the USJ incident. I know it's been at least a month since then, but still, as a little bit of tension was in the air, as soon Mina jumps out of her seat saying, then I have another question. Are you and Jiro dating? As soon their faces began blushing pretty hard, with Makoto saying, I gotta know too. You gotta tell us if you guys are dating. Is soon both of them began saying yes, no, and then the other way being no, yes, as they both just said maybe. With Kyoka had her arms around Izuku the whole time while he was still sitting in his chair and at his desk and everything. As soon Ochaka's saying, let's just say that they are dating, but they're not. Is that basically it? As saying this with a calm smile and also having her eyes closed. With soon Izuku basically scratching the back of his head, and Kyoka done having her arms around him and also, putting her ear tips together and feeling a little bit embarrassed. With soon Aizawa coming in, saying, well, looks like everyone else is here, then now get into your seats. As everybody rushes to their seats, and then, Tsuyu saying, wow, Mr. Aizawa, you're back to 100%. Saying, yeah, I wasn't that bad thanks to the young Midoriya. as soon saying, also, I know some of you may have been curious about him. Midoriya, did you say anything? Saying, not that didn't need to be necessary, which was absolutely nothing for the ones who weren't at the hospital. As I was saying, good. Also, go to the guidance counselor office. Hound Dog wants to meet with you. As Izuku saying, shit. I thought I was done with shit like this. As feeling annoyed. Soon, Aizawa began explaining all the offers and about everything during the sports festival that they'll be scouted out by tons of pros for their internships. As he began showing a monitor of people of heroes who wanted to take them in during their internships. As first place being Shoto, second place being Jin, third place being Bakugo, fourth place being Izuku, and so on and so forth, with the one having the least votes being, well, Aoyama. After this, everyone is actually surprised and shocked, as Kaminari says, but Midoriya was the one who won the sports festival, not by beating his brother, by beating Jin, for crying out loud. Shouldn't it be the other way around? As soon, Shoto saying, it's possibly because of the offers my father got. And Izuku saying, of course I wouldn't get first or have many offers as the others. Even though I won the sports festival, you really expect people are going to accept somebody with a villain quirk so easily? Give me a break. That's quirk discrimination for you, even in Hero Society. As Izuku thinks this to himself, with Kyoka looking at her new boyfriend, saying, Izuku, as saying, but it doesn't matter if for those who don't have any offers or have little, you will be able to internship with anybody you want, depending if that hero wants to have you as their intern. As Izuku saying, guess that makes a lot of sense. They can't just drop anybody from a UA. It would look bad on them. As soon, Aizawa saying, now that this is taken care of, you now have something important, way more important than this, to look for that will be the detriment of your future. As everybody begins getting a little bit worried, as Kirishima saying, is it hero informatics? I really suck at quirk laws. As Izuku thinks, what the hell is he gonna do now? Oh man, I'm sweating bullets just by the anticipation. As he soon says, you all need to choose your codenames. Time to choose your hero identities. As everybody gets excited and is hyped as hell. Soon he activates his quirk, as everybody soon shuts up now. Soon he begins saying, normally it's up to the homeroom teacher to actually approve of hero names, but given my track record, I'm guessing I won't be able to. So I got somebody who would. After saying this, Midnight soon appears into the room as she begins explaining that she's going to be approving of everybody's hero names. She soon explains that she will also see if they're basically friendly or basically able to fit or fitting for their hero names, because once chosen, it will be their hero name for the rest of their life. They can change them, but sometimes even when changing them, their first hero name will stick for them longer. As Izuku's saying, great, that's going to be even harder for me. What the hell am I going to do? As he begins thinking this, somebody soon comes out of the back door of Class 1A, as it being Jin. As he's saying, Jin, you're already here? I thought you would be here at least by lunch. Saying, I got done with the testing sooner than later, and I already convinced them that I had control. So they got nothing. So you have nothing to worry about, brother. Also, Mom already dropped off my school clothes at the hospital, so I didn't have to run all the way back home and put my school uniform on. So you had nothing to worry about. As Izuku thinks to himself, there goes Mom, always thinking 3 steps ahead about us. Worrying about us constantly, if anything. As soon, Aizawa saying, yep, Midoriya, you're here. Well, you can take a seat, as he began explaining about what they're going to be doing and about their internships. As Jin's saying, I understand, I get it. As also begins saying, oh yeah, you'll also be meeting with the guidance counselor being Hound Dog as well. As Izuku's eyes began widening, saying, what the hell? As everybody was taken back about Izuku screaming that. As I was saying, I figured you would actually have that reaction, Midoriya. They basically want to meet you and your younger brother, but at separate times. So, after this, you should go, and then during lunch, Jin Midoriya, you should go after your brother. As Jin saying, a waste of time, but I guess it can't be helped. And as Izuku saying, shit, I knew I was gonna be unused to this dumb shit, but is Jin? Not only that, given that he's quite a bit of a smartass, what if he's gonna tell Hound Dog off and anything like that? As he just begins thinking on what Jin would probably do to one of the most, aggressive teachers here in UA. As Izuku couldn't help but worry. Soon, everybody gives off their, typical hero names as they would in canon. The only difference being that, Makoto is here, and replacing Ojiro, as her hero name is the Power Hero, Squirrel Girl. As for Jin, he already chose his hero name, the Arctic Hero, Ikaruga, as everyone is surprised that Jin chose this, with even Izuku actually surprised too. And I chose this name for Jin because of his nickname in the BlazBlue series, being the hero of Ikaruga during the events of the first BlazBlue game. So yeah, hope you guys can understand. As for Bakugo, he still he doesn't have his traditional hero name, not just yet, at least, as he still tries King Explosion Murder or Lord Explosion Murder. As for Izuku, he actually chooses a hero name, as it being the Soul Hero, Ragna. And I would have added the Bloodedge, but knowing Mount Lady, she would probably tell Izuku not to add Bloodedge, mostly due to, intimidation and it sounds like a pretty violent name, after all. I mean, she just turned down King Explosion Murder and Lord Explosion Murder, for crying out loud. So yeah, as some were wondering why Ragna, as Izuku saying, it's just a little nickname I was called before I was being called Deku, as he looks at Bakugo, as Bakugo remembers calling Izuku by a different name besides Deku, and that being Ragna. As soon, Izuku saying, so I want to get this name back again. And I wanted to show that it can be the name of a hero, even with a quirk like mine. As soon, Kyoka, Jin, and a couple others, being Ochako, couldn't help but smile, as Bakugo couldn't help but smirk, saying, at least you're able to move forward. That's all I could say, Ragna. As then, everyone already chosen their hero names, Izuku having to head to Hound Dog's office. As soon he enters, Hound Dog tells him to take a seat. And as soon he wanted to explain about his relationship with Jin, as Izuku gets pretty annoyed having to go through this shit again, but this time complete by different circumstances now, as he soon explains that it isn't Jin's fault that he went berserk. It's due to his quirk. As Hound Dog say, I already understand. But what do you think of your brother? Do you believe he can become a hero? As Izuku is actually caught off guard by that question. And if anything, it turned from shocked to surprise to anger. As he's saying, of course I think Jin can become a hero. More than anybody. With his quirk, his strength, his skill alone, he can... Graduating UA, he would most likely even make it to the top 3 before anyone else. And I know it. It's just his obsession with me. As saying, what's that obsession? and is feeling more and more annoyed as he tells him he sees me as his idol, his hero, the one person in a way, he sees me like a god. And honestly, what brother wouldn't feel flattered about that? But he's downright obsessed with me, wanting to be just like me in a way, even to the point that he's willing to even drop his status of a hero if it means protecting me and helping defending me. That's just who Jin is. And honestly, I know he can overcome it. He can let go of his obsession over me one day. Until then, I believe he can become a great hero. So I want to ask you this, Mr. Hound Dog. Please, I'm begging you, if any of the teachers here at UA think of expelling him, please don't saying your brother's not going to be expelled. Saying, wait, he isn't? No, personally, I think I would expel him, given his attitude and what he almost caused a scene at the USJ over basically millions of people watching, not just in the stands, but also on the air. But he still has plenty of potential. Many of his teachers believe he has potential. And even his own brother, the very person he tried to kill, still believes in him. Then it's only natural I should too as his teacher. As Izuku is actually shocked and sits back down on the couch, saying, "Thank you, sir. Thank you, truly." But if he does cause any more trouble, I will not hesitate and ask Aizawa to kick him out. As Izuku saying, "Yeah, got it, sir. Can I leave now?" Saying, "You're free to go, Midoriya." As soon Izuku leaves and heads to go and get some lunch, soon after, Jin arrives a couple minutes later, saying, I figured stuff something like this would happen, given my mental status. I was also going through the same thing in treatment back at the hospital before coming here. Saying, all right, I'm having a hard time even trying to promise your brother not to get mad. As Jin saying, oh, you promised my brother. I guess I should try and act more, well, honorable and responsible and polite. And saying, what do you want to ask me? Tell me, what's your obsession with your brother? If I last checked, you were always you were out of the country, living with your father in the States, abroad. So why are you obsessed with your brother? And saying, why wouldn't I be? He's been through hell and back. He's been through so much. And yet, he doesn't let it get to him too much. He always strives to become a hero. Always strive to become stronger. To become just like his idol, All Might. So just like him, I strive to become stronger too. I strive to be just like him. Somebody who saves people. Like my brother. He was considered to be discarded by society due to his quirk. And that's exactly what society is. As Hound Dogs say, you can't always blame things on society. As saying, oh, I can't? He's one of the most kind-hearted and sweetest person in the world. Because of his quirk and giving him that of an anger issues, people see him as a villain. People see him as a threat to society. And because of that, many people don't even give him the chance or time of day. It was pretty damn obvious during the sports festival as well. But I guess that's not the reason why I'm here. The real reason is why I want to kill my brother. As Hound Dog saying, well, of course. We don't want an incident like that to happen again. So explain. As Jin saying, to be honest, deep down, 100%, this is me telling the truth. I don't know. I just don't know why. Why I want to kill my brother when I overuse the power of order. when I use the secondary ability of my quirk. I just don't know. As saying, but what do you know about it? Why are you obsessed, wanting to kill the very person you say you admire? As saying, well, maybe it's because I want to be just like him so much to the point. I want to kill him and take his place. I guess that's how you could explain it. As Hound Dog saying, internally saying, this kid really does have problems. If it wasn't for his quirk, I think he would actually turn into one hell of a villain and probably even be despised by society. So I think I'll take something from Principal Nezu's book, saying, then why don't you be your own person? Try and be who you are. I think your brother wants you to be your own kind of hero. Saying, what the hell do you know? I was just in here with him. And you don't want to know what he told me? Normally I wouldn't tell others, but I feel like you the one who needs it the most. As Jin's saying, he already told me what he told me during when we were in the hospital. And that he was proud of me, saying I can get stronger. That, I understand. But you want to know what he told me? He wants you to become a strong hero. Not just because of your quirk, but he believes that you have the potential, the true strength to becoming one of the best, not the best in this country. If you want to live up to your brother's ideals, then live up to what he thinks of you, what he sees into you. As soon, Jin saying, brother, he thinks that highly of me? As Jin couldn't help but look at his hands. Then Yuki-Anasa appears as Hound Dog begins getting a little bit worried, as he almost feels like he has to make sure that Jin doesn't do anything stupid. As Jin soon puts the sword in front of him, right between his legs while he's sitting on the couch, saying, normally, they say back in the day that samurais basically made oaths by using their swords. And why not? I want you to witness this, Mr. Hound Dog, that I will become a hero that my brother wishes. The hero that embodies his ideas and his strengths, but make them my own. But not to become like him, but to be his legacy. If anyone dares to disrespect him, or if anyone that can't allow him to become the hero he wants when graduating UA, I will take up his mantle as the hero that the world needs. Soon, Yuki-Ana turns back into ice and shatters. As soon he stands up saying, can I go now? I need to head back to my classroom. As Mad Dog's saying, sure, you can go, kid. As Jin soon bows and then leaves. With Hound Dog saying, ugh, both those kids are basically a handful. But they're good kids, I have to say. As the day comes to an end, everybody began wondering on what agency they'll be going with. As soon, Izuku asked Kyoko what agency she's going with. And she said that she was going with Dead Arms. As Izuku saying Dead Arms, as he remembers his encounter he had with him last year when he saved Bakugo, saying, better good luck with him. He's kind of an ass. As Kyoko saying, wait, seriously? You of all people? Aren't you our residential hero nerd who fanboys over anybody? As saying, yeah, but let's just say my experience with the guy wasn't perfect. As soon she begins asking, what about you? You had a lot of offers after all, even if you were third place ranking. Saying, I haven't decided yet. We still got at least 2 to 3 days left before we choose. So I think I'll have some time to think over it. As soon he grabs his bag, saying, I'm gonna head to the train station. Any of you guys want to come along? As he soon opens the door, he soon sees All Might saying, "I am here, coming in, standing through the door like a hero." And saying, "All Might, what the hell you? Young Midoriya, have you chosen an agency yet?" Saying, "Well, no, not yet." Saying, "Good, come with me." As he soon grabs Izuku. As everybody was shocked and surprised seeing this. As soon, Bakugo saying, "Damn that nerd, how the hell did he and All Might become so chummy?" As Jin saying, "I want to know that too, Bakugo. I wonder what my brother and All Might's relationship really is." As soon, Izuku and All Might are in a secluded hallway saying, "All Might, what the hell was that for? Can you explain?" As All Might won't be looking at Izuku, is still turned around saying, "Young Midoriya, my old teacher, wanted to take you in as an intern during your internship." Saying, "Your old teacher? Wait, your teacher wants to take me in?" As All Might saying, "His name is Gran Torino. He was a hero back in my day, and he was also my homeroom teacher during my time here at UA. So he's also the one who taught me everything I know on what it meant to be the number one hero. He also knows about One for All as well, and he wants to train you during your internships." As All Might saying, "Come on, legs, stop shaking." As Izuku noticed saying, "Wait, All Might, why are your legs shaking?" Saying, "You've noticed? Dude, I've been trained in various martial arts. There's only one teacher in my life who's made me shake to that levels of fear, and that being my master Jubei." As All Might saying, "Wait, you know Jubei? He's your master as well?" Saying, "Wait, as well? Were you trained by my master, All Might?" As saying, if you feel like meeting with Gran Torino, you might want to speak with him. You still have a couple days left, and I know you have many other offers. At least think about it." As soon, Izuku grabs a piece of paper saying the address and Gran Torino's name, as saying, "I hope this shit is worth it." As he soon thinks to himself, "All Might knows about my master Jubei? What the hell has my sensei not told me?" And that's it. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Also, comment down below and tell me what you guys think. I would love to read them. Also, like and subscribe, which really, really helps out the channel. Also, check out my Discord and my gaming channels, which the links will be down below. Alright, this is Liamoki, signing out. Later.
Hi everyone, this is White Fox. If you liked Leon's video, click the video on the left to see the most recent one. And if you want to see more of this, click the subscribe button and notification bell and check out his playlists. If you still haven't subscribed, do so in the center. With that said, I hope to see you again on my love's channel. Bye!